Kevin Hassett. If you don't know who Kevin Hassett is, another MAGA clown within the Trump administration. As you know, the new October jobs report, again, was not very positive for Donald Trump. I think the last number that I saw, over 50,000 private sector jobs were lost. The headed in the wrong direction. It's not just meat and beef that is way up. Now, I understand that eggs prices have fallen, and gas prices from this point last year are only down 2 cents. So the idea that gas has been plummeting, inflation as a whole has been up for the last 5 months. Now, I want you to listen to Kevin Hassett and what he said about the latest jobs report, because this is just blatant corruption. There's really no other way around it. Everyone in Donald Trump's administration knows where the real numbers are at. They know the October jobs report was horrible, but I want you to listen to Kevin Hassett, being the MAGA buffoon that he is, trying to spin it on national television this morning.
And the household survey wasn't conducted in October, so we're going to get half the employment report. We'll get the jobs part, but we won't get the unemployment rate, and that'll just be for 1 month. But yeah, it is true that we probably will maybe be able to concoct something, but we'll never actually know for sure what the unemployment rate was in October.
That is a complete lie. That is blatant corruption. Everybody in this administration knows exactly what these numbers are and how horrible these numbers are. And they're willing to make any excuse to cover them up, just like they're doing with Jeffrey Epstein. Kevin Hassett is lying to the American people, just like virtually everybody else in the Donald Trump administration. It is pathetic. And you want to talk about America first. You want to talk about everyday, hardworking Americans, or even many people who have voted for Donald Trump, many of whom are not wealthy people. And then you have Eric Trump on national TV yesterday. I've been very clear what I think about Eric and Don Jr. I called them Uday and Kusei. Listen to the way Eric Trump is talking about Bitcoin. Keep in mind, these are when people are living paycheck to paycheck. They're suffering. Many people need food stamps. They need their health care coverage, Medicaid. And Eric Trump, being the doofus that he is talking about sending $500 million worth of Bitcoin on a Sunday night. Wow, really America first, ladies and gentlemen, really talking about all of Donald Trump's constituents. Have a listen to this.
There's no reason at 5 o'clock on a Friday afternoon I shouldn't be able to send out a swift wire transfer. Right now you can't. I try and make a transfer every single week, and you're trying to push before the 5 o'clock deadline to either receive money or to get it out. How is that modern day finance? You can send $500 million worth of Bitcoin on a Sunday night at 11 p.m. while having a glass of wine with your wife for virtually zero fees. How is the system this lethargic? Why does it take you 120 days to get go through Know Your Customer with your bank if you want to get a home mortgage? It doesn't make any sense. Cryptocurrency is going to fix every single one of these issues, and Bitcoin is digital gold. Bitcoin is going to be one of the greatest stores of value we've ever seen, ever.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you cleared that up, because most people in this country can just send $500 million on a dime. Thank you for really getting to know the people who voted for your dad and middle America, the people out there that are struggling to put food stamps or keep food stamps and put food on the table for their families, the people that have lost their jobs, all the farmers out there, the people that can't even afford prescription medication. And you have Eric Trump on national television talking about sending $500 million in Bitcoin while your family makes billions of dollars off of this crypto scheme that you and your family have put together. You are some of the worst people on the planet. And you have Eric Trump. No, he's not talking about people that are struggling living paycheck to paycheck. He's not talking about the government shutdown where for at least 2 to 3 paychecks, people were not able to receive money, even though many of them still got up in the morning and went to work. No, he's not talking about those people. The people that are struggling to put food on the table, the people that are afraid that they're not going to be able to afford their health care because of your stupid father in this administration. But you want to talk about $500 million of Bitcoin and sending it on a Sunday night? Do you think people can kind of like associate themselves with that? Oh, yeah, I know what Eric Trump is talking about. I tried to send $500 million in Bitcoin the other day. The hell are you doing, you buffoon? You think people can associate with that? A $500 million payment? This is how out of touch these people are. And it's always the MAGA Republicans that are talking about lefties and Democrats being out of touch, right? The liberal elitists, right? Go to Mar-a-Lago. Those are the people that Donald Trump hangs out with. They're usually middle-aged, wealthy stiffs who want to make America white again. Go to Mar-a-Lago. Tell me if you see everyday people. No, the people you see at Mar-a-Lago are the people that can relate to what Eric Trump is talking about, which is sending $500 million in a Bitcoin on a Sunday night. 99.99999% of the population cannot relate to that. But Eric Trump, being the doofus that he is, still talks about it. And they're talking about Eric Trump or Don Jr. running for president. Are you kidding me? That might even be worse than their bigot father. That might even be worse. But you see, Republicans, again, so many of them are so complicit. They continue to make excuses for Orange Man. And they continue to lie